Hi, welcome back to the Autumn Show. I'm your host, Autumn, where we grab a snack because we're fat as hell, we're big backs, and we talk about our favorite movies. Okay? Are you ready? Well, let me get set up. Hold. Y'all, my ketchup fell. It went everywhere. Hold on. Wait a minute. Okay. We cleaned it all up, son. I think we did. No, we did not. Oh, shit. Okay, leave the napkins outside. They'll dispose themselves. Okay. Now let's get back into it. Is this propped up okay for y'all? It better be. Okay. Did I just pop my damn trunk? Wait a damn minute. No, I didn't pop my trunk, but it sure as hell sounded like it. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about one of my movies that I'm currently obsessed with. Y'all are just going to have to deal with the lighting and the whatever. But first, before we dig into the movie, I'll show you what I got from Whataburger. Okay? Look, I'm going to sit on... Oh, damn, Charlie horse. Shit. Oh, my God. Okay. Might have to put y'all right here. Yeah. I just put y'all somewhere in here. Off of here. Okay. All right. That's too much of my face. Okay, anyway. You're watching this on a 75-inch screen TV. And it's just me. Pause the video and trace me. Okay. So today, I got from Whataburger, and I will tell you it is the same thing. Medium, Dr. Pepper, medium fry. All right. This time I actually did open the sandwich because I needed a bite because I was hungry. It's a honey barbecue chicken strip sandwich. God bless me. Okay. All right. Mukbang. The movie we're talking about. Yeah. Damn it, boy. The movie we're talking about today is Weapons. I know, right? All day long. See, the reason why I have on makeup is because I got my makeup done at 10 o'clock this morning by the people on this set of this movie that I'm in right now. It's a short film. Don't piss your pants, okay? Don't get too excited. All right, let's dig into it. Autumn, if you edit this video, please put in a creative montage right here. If you don't, well, you're seeing it, Jack. Oh, Lord. Oh, I hope she doesn't post this video without editing it. My life flashes before my eyes. Let's get into Weapons. So, in the movie Weapons, it starts out, this one woman, blonde chick from Ozark, that almost won an Emmy/Oscar, something like it. Okay? She's a troubled teacher. She's struggling with her mental health. And in this struggle, excuse me, in this struggle, she has gone to school on a very hard day, opens her door of her classroom, walks in. There is every person missing from her classroom. Every kid is missing from her classroom. Why the teacher come in late, I don't know. Troubled. But she goes into class and nobody's there except for this one boy. I'm gonna call him boy. I can't remember his name right now. You're gonna have to deal with it. So boy. And I'll say it a little bit different. I'll say boy. So you know the difference between boy and boy. Okay? So boy, sitting there looking all sad looking. Oh, okay. She said, what the hell happened? Why is everybody missing? Okay. Flash forward. I'm going to take a bite of this because it's like the devil is tempting me. Flash forward to that night. They're at a PTA meeting or a courthouse meeting, something. Mental health teacher is sitting in the front with her lawyer or somebody that's telling her it's gonna be okay. We know you didn't do it, blah, 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 blah. You know, all that shit. The parents are all behind her yelling at her ass saying, she killed him. Something's happened. Why are they all missing? They all left. And then they check security. Okay. Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. Cart before the horse. The mayor, whoever, sheriff, whatever, gets up there saying, we are investigating it. We are figuring out the issue and the problem. Thank you so much. No further questions. And yeah, we're searching people. So they up and down search her life left and right. Okay? So, she's walking out to her car. While she walks out to her car, one of the parents is like, you son of a... Right? Scary. Well, the sheriff is like, just go on home. We're going to make sure that nobody comes by and tries to kill your ass. Okay? Just go on home. Have a good night. She said, okay. Well, mental health teacher doesn't go home. She goes to the liquor store. Gets her a bottle of gin or something. I can't remember what it is. Vodka, I don't remember. So she gets that. And then she heads on home. And she's thinking. Then it cuts to... I don't even know if she has a house. Does she have a house? I can't remember. But we see her in the car a lot. So maybe she lives in her car. I don't know. So... we go. to a cop. Now this part I don't really know a lot about because I like women and I don't know about this men situation here. You know? Like everybody's like, oh, he's so hot. I'm like, well, okay. I don't see it. But anyway. So this cop, he's going door to door of these people that have lost their kids. And they're checking their security cameras. And on the ADT video, whatever, Ring doorbell picks it up. They all are running out of their house. Hold on, I'm going to do it. Can y'all see right there? No, I'm going to do it. Hold on. I may use this video multiple times. They're doing this here. Y'all get that? Y'all get that? Y'all understand? Y'all understand? So all of the kids at 2:17 p.m. a.m. Sorry, a.m. Let me get it right. Are all Naruto running out of the damn house. I was like, oh, okay. Now we got something. And they're like, where are they going? Okay. So we're like, the guy's like, I'll figure it out. Well, cut back to this guy. He's off his shift. He's figuring it out. He's trying to figure it out. Somebody picks him up. Guess who picks him up? Mental health teacher picks him up. They go somewhere. I think they go to her house. No, they go to her house because she does have a house. She has a house. She lives somewhere. But he don't have a car. How can you be a police officer and don't have a car? If 2 + 2 is 4. Anyway, so they go, they spend the night together, sexy time, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? Okay, well, that happens. He's like, can you drop me off at work tomorrow? And she's like, yeah, while I go to work. And when she's getting out of the car, she says, hey, you know I didn't do that. Why would I do that? And he goes, you got problems, and I got problems, but I know for sure you didn't do it. So now everybody is like, did you investigate her or not? And so that goes to a different thing. We go back to a different story. Okay. He goes in, we're getting reports of the parents, we're getting reports of everything. And we go to boy. Boy walks out the thing when the school ends every day. And, oh, no, hold on, I'll tell you. Let me tell you, I'm sorry, I skipped a part. So, he goes to work, he's in a police officer cruiser, whatever, because he's got a car now. And Miss mental health teacher goes to school. Okay, she goes to school, talks to HR guy. We'll call him HR guy. HR guy, gay. Okay, get it here? Listen. HR guy, gay. Mental health teacher, straight. So, mental health teacher goes talk to HR guy. HR guy at school says, hey, don't come to school. You've been through a lot. You don't need to come to school. You don't need to come to school. And she's like, oh, okay, I guess I don't. And so she don't go to school no more. But she goes to the liquor store, gets a bottle, mixes it with water, because you know how, alcoholics, it sits in her car and watches Ball at the end of school get on the bus by himself. And she's thinking, what does he knows something, because he's never this sad. He knows something. And they're like, I'm gonna think on that. Okay, we go to the guy with the cruiser. Okay, guy with the cruiser, you ready? Guy with the cruiser, the cop guy that's got issues too. They go down. He's like driving around the city as one does. Sees, I'm gonna call him hobo teenager, because he's got the long hair like a hobo. We never see him go into he's always breaking it. He's always becoming a criminal. Okay. So, hobo teenagers getting some heroin needles, right? In the alleyway, right? Crazy. Okay. Cop guy sees heroin teenager, goes on a crazy ass chase, knocks him the fuck, like gets out of the car, knocks him the fuck out. And his cam was on, his body cam was on. And his cam up here on the cruiser was on. And he knocks him out for no reason. Okay, he didn't know he was doing heroin. Okay, and I'm pretty sure that the cops got HIV. I can't prove that, but I'm pretty sure he's got HIV, because he was like patting him down, doing the 1-2, I'm gonna pat you down. Do you have any sharps in here? And he's like, no, I ain't got no sharps. Well, he stick a hand in there and a heroin needle, and And then he gets hurt. And then as soon as he gets hurt, like, yeah, he freaks the fuck out and punches the guy in front of the cruiser. So it's on the body cam and on the... And I don't think we ever see a conclusion to that. So just hold on to that information. Okay, he said, listen, I'm going to cut you a deal. You wake up. I did you wrong. You did me wrong. That's literally what he said. I did you wrong. You did me wrong. I'm going to let this go. But if I ever see your ass again, it's on sight. He said, okay. He props him up against the building as a cop would. And he takes on, goes about his day. He gets a mental health teacher, blah, 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 blah. Something's wrong with that kid. Okay, now we're seeing more of Boy. We cut to Boy's story. And I'm going to have to take a fry break. Hold on. Y'all got me talking too much. We cut to Boy. And Boy was once a happy kid. It cuts to a month earlier. Or something. Something like that. Sometime earlier. Shut up. I'm making a video. And in that beginning, he is in a car talking with his dad, and they're singing along to a song, as kids do. And he goes, hey, your Aunt Gladys is going to move in with us because she's super sick. And he's like, I don't know Aunt Gladys. And he said, I don't either, bud, but we're going to figure it out. It's your mom's cousin. Like, I mean, no, it's I don't know. I don't know how it is. I don't know the relationship, and nobody really knows the relationship. That's a hole in the movie that people are like, what? So, anyway, they get home, happy little family, blah, 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 blah. Aunt Gladys gets there. And Aunt Gladys, they're like, hey, she's super tired. Leave her alone. Don't ever go in her room. And he's like, okay. What does the kid do? Okay, so Aunt Gladys is slowly getting better. Don't know how. She's slowly getting better. Okay. Kid goes into the room and sees her. She's scary as hell. Looking old, wretched, whatever. Not looking like the Aunt Gladys you Googled today. And another day goes by. And she's come home, and her parent and Boy's parents are sitting at the table. And he's like, guys, are you okay? And then Aunt Gladys comes down the stairs, and she's looking a little younger. Not too young, bitch, like 50. But you know what I'm saying. So she sits down, and she explains to him what she does. And basically what she does is shows him what happened and shows the audience what she does. So I compare her to like a parasite. You can compare her to, I don't care. So we never know the relationship between Aunt Gladys and his mom. We never know a lot. Because as soon as he gets there, there's like one scene, and then boom, parents are like stiff as fuck. They can't eat, they can't talk, they can't do nothing. And it's not like they're resisting, they're just there, they're dead. And it's like, I feel like she's draining them. Don't know. So, what happens? They're sitting all there at the kitchen table, and they're eating, and he's like, why won't they talk to me? Mind you, he's like 10. And he's like, well, let me explain this to you. So, she has a piece of, like, she cuts off a piece of hair from from Boy's parents. Aunt Gladys does. Ah! I dropped it again! It didn't spill this time. Wait, yeah, it did. Damn it. I'm sick of this shit. Okay. So, where's the napkin at? Did I use them all? Oh, my God. No, I have one here. Okay, well, issue somewhat solved. So she does this, and she wraps the hair around the thing. so she has a stick. She has a giant purse. Opens the purse, gets a twig out. Twig's got thorns, blah, 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 blah. I'm pretty sure it's like a rose bush stick, whatever. So she takes the hair, wraps it around this twig. I'm thinking, oh Lord, what's going to happen next? She cuts her hand open and she like rubs it into the hair and the twig. And she goes, and then she has a bowl of water in front of her. A bowl of water that you don't see this until later. And she's explaining to them. She's like, I can kill your parents. I can make them eat each other if I want to. Scares the shit out of this boy. Breaks a stick, and they start like stabbing themselves with the cutlery. And he's like, stop, stop, stop. So as soon as she says stop, boy says stop, they try to stop. So I mean something happens and they stop. She does something. No, I think she like throws, I don't know. Bitch, I can't remember. So she said, you are responsible for them. If you say anything, they will die. And he's like, okay. He's going to the store every day after school. On the weekends, whatever. Getting soup cans. Meanwhile, Miss Girl upstairs doing witchcraft, getting better. Getting younger. Like, Aunt Gladys, great for you. Happy for you, even. And she, like, puts salt in this room. She's like, don't pass this threshold. Like, she's protecting herself, all these things. So, he's going by to get soup. When he goes by to get soup, what's his face? Teenage hobo teenager, breaks into this house. Because, mind you, now, the house used to be loving whatever. But Aunt Gladys has put things over the walls. Like, she's, like, covered it up, made it look abandoned. So he's like, I thought I robbed this house one time, and is it still robbed? What the hell? So, hobo teenager breaks in. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? And he sees two people sitting there, which are his parents. And he's like, what the fuck? And he's like, okay, well, I gotta get out of here. He hears Aunt Gladys. He's like, what the fuck? Goes downstairs. Like, somehow escapes. But before he escapes, he sees in the basement are all the kids that were missing. So that's a spoiler. So they find the kids, and he's like, shit, I could get a reward for this. So he bolts and he goes. He's out. And while he's going to the police office to snitch, guess who's there? Mental health bad officer guy. Okay? He said, I saw your ass. I knew if you came by, blah, 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 blah. He goes, wait. I know who did this. And he's like, get in the car. They get in the car. They go there. The cop goes in. He sees this happening too. Somehow he doesn't die. Somehow they don't get caught. Okay? I'm trying to remember what happens next. Because this is the part I was fuzzy about. So, after that happens, they're like, oh shit, we gotta do something. Well, then, here it is. Aunt Glad, like, the boy at school, the HR guy keeps saying, hey, I need to speak to your parents. I need to know what's going on in your life. Like, tell me, because they're concerned about him. And I would be too. So they get there. Well, so Aunt Gladys brings the husband there, put the shades on, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, he's fine. And then they're like, well, come in again tomorrow. We'll talk again without Aunt Gladys. And so tomorrow, Aunt Gladys just shows up. She sits in the HR office and she's like, hey, I'm so sorry. Like, they're not feeling well. They have a touch of consumption. He's like, consumption? And then she's like, yeah, well, they're really sick. They're really sick. He goes, oh, okay. End of the day happens. Gladys follows HR guy because she knows that he knows that she's on to something. So she knocks on the door and says like, oh my gosh, HR guy, like blah 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 blah, like let's talk, blah blah blah. Oh, I love this house. Like, he lets her in. He is gay. He's got his partner there, and like he's like, hey, get her a glass of water, and she's like, a bowl, please. And he goes, a bowl? She goes, oh, it's just one of those preferences, you know, I don't even care to mention it anymore. I like what I like. And they're like, oh, okay, boundaries, period. So they give her a bowl of water. And so somewhere along the way, this is the part that I forgot. Somewhere along the way, Aunt Gladys sees mental health teacher and cuts her hair. And she knows that she's been on, because mental health teacher has been staking out in her car in the driveway, creepy, in the driveway of Boy's house, which is where Aunt Gladys lives, which is where Boy lives. And because she knew something was going on because her homeboy told her. And so they're like trying to piece it all together, and they're like, yeah, but I don't know if hobo teenager's telling the truth. So he goes there, figures it out, blah blah blah, and they're like, okay, now we've got to figure out how to get these kids. Like, are they alive? Are they dead? What's going on? But while this is happening, while they are talking about it, a disrupted parent sees mental health teacher at the gas station getting liquor. And he's like, hey, let's talk because I hate you. Let's talk. And like he's yelling at her, and he's like trying to say some bad shit. And she's like, okay, I get it. I'm sorry. Like, I didn't do anything. While they are talking, let's go back to Aunt Gladys. She has cut mental health teacher's hair while she was sleeping in the car in the driveway, cuts her hair, wraps it on this stick in HR guy's house, and cuts her hand open. They're like, what the fuck is going on? And she rubs it, breaks it, and then all of a sudden, HR guy, I forget how she just connects HR guy, she says, like, kill him. So he kills his partner. Gay people in horror movies, I know. He kills his partner. Well, so the guy is like, eyes bulging out, blah, 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 Naruto running. And in the middle of the conversation of the disgruntled parent guy, that's like a badass, and mental health teacher, the guy, HR guy, runs over. She's like, hello? And he like tries to attack her, but she gets away. Like he gets away, whatever. No, hold on. Mental health guy. There's no mental health guy. Let me think about this. Dude at the gas station, the disgruntled parent, pulls HR guy who has been possessed off of mental health teacher. She gets away. She runs to the gas station, tries to block herself in. She can't. So she somehow maneuvers her way out of the gas station again and gets in her car and takes off. And disgruntled parent is like, why is he not trying to kill me? Like, what's going on? And the guy, he starts going after. HR guy starts like running after her. And disgruntled parent gets in the car. He gets in his own car, starts chasing him down. He's like, what the fuck is going on? While he's doing that, HR guy crosses an intersection, gets hit by a white woman, like a Taylor Swift, boots out, glitter disco white woman. Kills him. And she's like sitting there crying. He's like, what is going on? Okay. They all get to the house. They meet at the house. And they all like break into this house. So we got mental health woman. We got mental health cop. And she's looking at him like, why are you here? He goes, why are you here? And we have hobo teenager. And we have disgruntled parent. They're all working together. They're like, let's get these bitches out of here. Okay, well, Aunt Gladys gets the cop first. And he gets like, bloop. He starts trying to kill mental health teacher. And she's like, and then she's like figuring out like what the hell is going on. So they're trying to get Aunt Gladys. And at the end, here's the spoiler. Like they are all like, okay, so mental health teacher was the only one that wasn't taken by Aunt Gladys. And the boy wasn't taken either. Aunt Gladys locks herself in the bathroom. No, she doesn't lock herself in the bathroom. She's like possessing one of the people. And when she does that, while she's doing that, her boy has locked himself in the bathroom. Locked himself in the bathroom, and he is trying so hard to fight his parents because now his parents are trying to kill him. And the cop is trying to kill the woman. And then I think the badass shoots the cop. And he dies. And they're like trying to get, trying to figure this out. But in the midst of all of that, when she's getting the disgruntled guy, Aunt Gladys is getting the disgruntled guy. Boy is in the bathroom. He finds her wig because she's sick again. And he takes her hair, wraps it around a stick, cuts himself, does the little thing, drops it in the sink, and all of a sudden, all of the kids go after Aunt Gladys. And they're all Naruto running at her, and she's like, oh, hell no. And they run all through the sound, and I love what the director said about this movie, because he was like, well, here's what I think. I think they should just tear her apart. And that's what they do. And they hired short stunt actors to play the running kids when you didn't really see their face. But then you had all the real kids like tearing her apart. It was so cool. So funny. All the kids get to go home to their parents, and sadly, his mom and dad could not come back too. They went to like what we call it around here, we call it Western State. You get taken to the loony bin and you're gone. And that's what happened to his parents. And he went with his actual aunt, who was actually a really nice lady. The end. Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed. This is like 25 minutes, 27 minutes, and it's all taken up storage on my phone. So I hope to post. I didn't eat very much because I wanted to tell you the story. But I hope you enjoy your day. And I had a great time telling you about this. Hopefully, comment some movies that I can talk about next. I'm going to talk about Lego Movie 2 sometime soon. But yeah, enjoy your day. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Enjoy. Bye.